Welcome to Raregivers 2023. My name's Crystal Barrett O'Loughlin. I'm the founder and CEO of Raregivers by Angel Aid. It's Meditation Monday, and we're so excited to share this meditation with you. I'm going to take just a few minutes and explain to you what our purpose is on the planet and why we are bringing this amazing meditation from Padma Gordon to you. Raregivers is a movement. It is a way of thinking. It is a opportunity for the community to come together and support families who have children's and adults with rare genetic diseases. Raregivers is also a global nonprofit network. We provide personal connection and emotional support to patients and parents and professionals in rare, chronic, and complex disease communities. These are individuals who are feeling the overwhelming feelings and the isolation that come from living and working within a very medicalized life. What we hope to bring is daily compassion and relief. And we hope to do that for 3.5 million Raregivers by 2026. As you look at this meditation and you listen through all of the deep calming voice that's going to be coming your way, we'd like to invite you to support our work. Padma Gordon is one of our preeminent health and wellness practitioners. She works with our community day in and day out, and every donation that you make supports the work that Padma does and our much broader health and wellness practitioner network. If you are a Microsoft employee, we invite you to please donate via Benevity so that the donation can be matched by the Microsoft team. And if you're outside the Microsoft network, we invite you to donate via angelaidcares.org. There's amazing work that we're doing with the community, from support groups to wellness kits that we're shipping into the home to address needle fear and needle phobia. We're running wellness retreats. We're running full years of multi-years of support groups, and our Archangel supporters are the ones that are helping us ship these services around the world. And this all started, to be honest, right here in the Barrett family. My parents, Richard and Phyllis Barrett, they actually met in high school. I say they're the strongest people I know, and I'll tell you a story of why. They married in 1963 when they were 19 years old. They wanted a very large family. They had actually 5 kids in 8 years. And you can see my oldest brother, Richard, was the golden child, and there I am, the youngest. David, Jared, and Randy were to develop, unbeknownst to our family, a rare genetic condition called Hunter's syndrome, or mucopolysaccharidosis. We actually lost my 3 older brothers to Hunter in the 1980s. Randy succumbed at 12, David at 18 years old, and Jared at 19 years old. And the stress inside the family of caring for all of the healthy children and the very, very sick children actually broke my parents apart. They divorced in 1975. And if you stick around to the end of this broadcast, I will say that there is great power and energy in perspective. And forgiveness has come to our family, love, empathy, and a whole new shot at a different outcome to the Barrett story. So stick around to the end of the broadcast and I'll share a love story like you've never heard before. But the one experience that I would say that has come out of tragedy, travesty, and the loss of my brothers is that suffering is a part of life. It's not unique to the Barrett family. In fact, we've all felt the isolation since the pandemic, the disruptions in home and work life, and that medical uncertainty that can come with pandemic experiences and other medical experiences. And what I like to say is that suffering sows the seeds of empathy. That in going through these experiences, we are able to actually connect with another human heart and come together as a global community. And so I invite you to learn about the rare disease community. Rare is not rare. There are over 10,000 rare diseases that are categorized as rare because they have less than 50,000 patients. In aggregate, rare diseases impact more people than cancer and AIDS combined. In fact, 350 million people across the planet are suffering from a rare disease. The number that sticks to my heart and the need that we fulfill is that number 0. There are 0 cures for any rare disease. And when you look at what I call empathy math, that's 350 million patients and caregivers multiplied times 0 cures. You have a global mental health crisis on your hands. So we're working together. We're working together with the United Nations, with the World Health Organization, with global networks that support the good health and well-being of its citizens. And we do believe that physical health, just as important, is mental health. And the concept of well-being extends through the whole family. So what Raregivers endeavors to do, and what we have been doing, is delivering peace and relief. In fact, over 15,000 patients and caregivers have joined our network. We have 22 psychologists and practitioners in the Angel Aid Mental Health Network, and we've delivered over 21,000 hours of wellness training since 2018. So your donations, your support is what is making this possible. And we'd like to also thank our industry partners and other partners who have enabled us to grow as quickly as we have, including TuttleClick Automotive Group, the Microsoft team, Horizon, Ionis, EMD Serono, PTC Therapeutics, Harmony Biosciences, Regenix Bio, Sanofi, and Ultragenyx, and the many, many patient advocacy organizations that have entrusted us with support, including our most recent, NORD, the National Organization of Rare Diseases. And in fact, you may have noticed on that logo slide, the purple. The purple was created by a very dear friend and partner organization called Empath Labs. It was a 2021 Time Best Inventions of the Year, and the purple is in fact being offered to everyone that makes a donation. We will enter you to win a purple at the end of the month. So please consider donating to Angel Aid. Again, Microsoft employees through Benevity at aka.ms/Angel Aid. And for those outside of Microsoft, angelaidcares.org/give. You might win a purple calming companion. And hint, hint, yes, she purrs or he purrs, depending on what gender you'd like your purple to have. A sincere thank you to the many volunteers and donors who make our work possible. We couldn't do this without you. That's how we delivered our very first Spanish-speaking retreat, our first retreat for the epilepsy community in Australia, and our very first men's retreat in June of this year. What we do in these retreats and in these support groups is we witness, we do deep listening, and we use tools that we've developed with the coalition, like the Raregivers Emotional Journey Map, as a way to orient feelings. That first moment of noticing change, adjusting with or without a diagnosis, the shifting responsibilities and realities of full-time care, and for so many in our community, the end-of-life experience or the fear of the end-of-life experience, as well as an opportunity to find meaning within that experience. So we share these tools with the world, and one of our practitioners in particular, Padma Gordon, has shared these tools, oh my goodness, for years now. She's also one of the preeminent meditative experts on Insight Timer. She's been teaching meditation for years. She's a coach, a therapist, author of Being Together, and I'd like for you to enjoy this meditation by Padma Gordon.
Hello, my name is Padma Gordon, and I am a transformational counselor and a meditation teacher. I lead meditations on the Insight Timer app, which is a wonderful platform. And I'm here today to offer you a meditation on letting go. Because in life, when we are grasping for things and holding on tight, we tend to suffer. It creates contraction in our bodies and contraction in our minds when we're holding on. And we do, because letting go is scary. So today, this meditation is going to invite you into a space of softening and letting go of the things that may not be serving you. Sometimes we hold on because we just don't want to turn toward the unknown. And we want to try and control things. And we know that controlling things is not really possible. We can show up for things, we can strategize, we can be present, and we can respond. And we really can't control. So I invite you to get into a comfortable position. We'll be meditating for about 10 minutes. And I'm your guide. Okay, please close your eyes. Really feel the weight of your eyelids. When we close the eyes, we are letting go of the visual field. We are letting go of our tendency and our ability to scan, to visually scan the space that we're in. Just for this time, enjoy letting go of the visual space, of the visual cues. And let your eyes really rest. Let your eyes rest. And take some deep breaths. And you might notice that with each inhale, you naturally let go as you exhale. So there is a natural cycle of inhaling and exhaling. So you are being imprinted with letting go. Letting go as you breathe. And I really invite you to let go into this moment. Let go into this moment. Because the mind so often is traveling into the future and into the past. So what if, as an experiment, you let go, into this present moment. Letting go of doing. Doing is a form of attempting to control. Let us take this time to let go into being. Every breath is an opportunity to let go. And the wonderful thing about the breath is it is happening right now. Every breath invites you to let go into the present moment. It's very simple and yet not easy for most of us. And as you let go into the present moment, breath by breath, you may also notice that your body is relaxing and letting go. That the mind is relaxing and letting go of your to-do list, letting go of the things that may not have gone the way you wanted them to go yesterday. And simply discover what it's like. Discover what it is like to let go into the present moment. And there may be some resistance, hesitation, or fear. Whatever it is welcome. letting go, and trusting. Trusting that the next breath is coming. And the next breath is being released. Letting go, breath by breath, moment by moment. And as you practice this, you are cultivating your capacity to be present, to let go of needing to know. Let us take this last little bit of time and continue to let go, breath by breath, moment by moment. Feeling your breath rise and fall, letting go. And perhaps it might feel good to just place your hands on your heart, noticing the chest rising and falling, and just feeling how you feel right now. Having taken just these 10 minutes to practice letting go moment by moment. And as you're ready, you can release your hands and allow the eyes to open. Take a look around the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes if that feels good. I just want to invite you to practice this meditation repeatedly and to know that you can do this practice with your eyes open or closed. Simply noticing your breath as it rises and falls, consciously letting go on the exhale. This is a lifelong practice you can do until the very last breath. Thank you so much for spending this time with me.
Wow, our Padma is just she is a skilled woman and a very heart-led individual. So thank you so much for Padma for guiding us through that meditation. And I'd like to remind everyone that we have a whole month of offerings for you. This is a global festival of wellness. We have daily experiences, meditations, fitness on Fridays, and author talks on Tuesdays, Wellness Wednesdays, and featured global stories of caregivers on Thursdays. So just check out angelaidcares.org/give. This is a give to get. We are offering this to the community so that you can experience the same kind of emotional well-being that our community experiences. And no one more so than a woman that I introduced you to early in the broadcast, Phyllis Barrett, my mother. She and my father married in 1963. They did have 5 children, 3 of which passed away in the 1980s. They divorced in 75. They stayed friends, but they each remarried a second time. And they both divorced a second time. They each remarried a third time and had 20-year-long marriages. They widowed within a year of each other, right when our daughter Chloe was born. And the joyousness of that brought them back together. My parents, Richard and Phyllis, were reunited 35 years after the first parting. And just this past year, we celebrated 60 years of love, remarried both my parents, Richard and Phyllis, again. So much forgiveness and compassion and love going into their lived experience together. So I just wanted to share that story with you to let you know that there's a very, very strong, loving foundation in the Raregivers network. And in our intentions behind the Angel Aid nonprofit. If you'd like to support our work, please go to angelaidcares.org/give and make a donation. And if you're a Microsoft employee, just a reminder, we'd love for you to receive that matching grant during the month of October. Make your donations at aka.ms/angelaid. If you know anybody in the community, in your family networks, in your communities at work, that needs support in particular with rare, chronic, or complex diseases, if they have someone at school or work or in your home life, please visit angelaidcares.org. Refer them to us. You can also download our Raregivers emotional journey map and discussion guide. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you again on the Rare